Your brain has a neuroplasticity. Any sensory input that you get up can actually start to regenerate new neurons, regenerate new dendritic connections. I first learned this when I was in human dissection. I taught human dissection for 8 years because I thought the more I know about people, the better I'd be at fixing people. So here I'm making brain sections. We all remember this one on the left, right? You're wondering where the little pins and notes are, right? Okay, so I'm doing this section, and this chiropractic neurologist is walking by and says, oh, that person had a lower limb on the left dysfunction. And I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at different shades of gray, and how did he know that? Because all the cadavers were covered, and I took it out of an amputee that had a healed amputee in the lower left limb. And sure enough, if you get that, and this I want you to own, that you can actually alter brain structure and function through changes in proprioception. I mean, own it. Because if not, the brain is going to adapt to a chronic stimuli. And that means dementia, Alzheimer's, and cancer. But we have the ability to change that. And sure enough, I mean, when you start looking at this, you change sensory input into the brain, you change how the brain adapts. Each time you touch someone, okay, you can change that proprioceptive response. Each time. Now, this is a mechanical structure, a mechanical action based on physical, chemical, or emotional stress. I mean, this is tremendous if you knew that you have that ability. So if somebody comes in with chronic pain, what's happening to their brain? Is it healthy or sick? If they're taking opioids, what if their cholesterol is elevated? I know 50% of the brain's weight is total cholesterol. Do you think they might have damage and the brain is going to elevate cholesterol, or the body's going to elevate cholesterol production from the liver in order to adapt to this so they can save their brain structures? That would make sense. If they're in a stress state, is their body going to be secreting more stress hormones? Is the blood going to be thick or thin? It's going to be thicker, more platelet production, more cortisol production. Because if you're going into a stress state and you get wounded, you want that wound to clot. So platelets are going to be elevated. So when the patient comes up to you and says, I got elevated platelets and my cholesterol is high and my blood pressure is high, you're going to say, yes, I know. It needs to be, to adapt to the physical, chemical, and emotional stress. But look at this. I want you to burn this one in. When you get these slides, use it, share it. I mean, get this information out there. Your brain is changing if you're dealing with symptoms with chemicals. You actually have a structural change in the brain, and your body can adapt.